Star Citizen 4.7 on Wednesday, it's going live. With it, it comes a lot of new stuff, like new armor, like new breaker stations, a lot cool stuff. So we want to naturally prepare for that update. Today, I'm gonna show you something really cool, and if you do this properly, you may get an extra free ship. Let's get into it. So first of all, now when you go into the PTU and select your character, of course, build your character. Okay, my Captain Janeway is ready. If you want to play in Nyx, because new patch will be mostly focused on everything new in the Nyx. Now you have this. You have Levski and People's Service Station. Before you decide to take one of these 4 new stations, you have to be aware what they are having. So on Levski you will have everything. You will have your own hangar, you will spawn inside of the hangar. But the problem with the Levski, everybody will probably take the Levski for its home planet, and because of that a lot of people will be on one server and the server will be laggy. So CIG knows that the server meshing is still not in the game, and they have decided to add these 4 stations which you can set as your home planet. If you decide to select one of these, you have to know that these stations do not have your own hangar. You will not spawn inside of your hangar, you will actually spawn on the station. And on the station, as the name says, it's a service station. There is just limited stuff that you can buy for the mining, surviving, few armors, and that's it. So no personal hangar, which is very important. You will still have a place where you can respawn in your hotel or whatever that thing is, and you can also set an imprint there. So if you select this, know that there is no personal hangar. So as you may know, today's build is release candidate 1. So if everything goes alright, there's probably be a 1 update tonight, and a day after tomorrow there will be update to live. So, as I already said, with this new update we have a new armor system, armor threshold, and we also have the breaker stations. But even more important in my opinion is the new inventory system. So let me show you. The new inventory now is location based. You don't have to press all the way here, you just press I and you are already in your own inventory. This new inventory is very intuitive, very fast loading. Just look at the speed of this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this new inventory. Let's just pick up one armor, like crazy good, crazy fast. This thing is absolute beast. I like the new inventory. It's completely intuitive, really fast to load. The letters are showing correctly everything. You have move all button, you have search button, you have stack all button. Absolutely gorgeous inventory. And as I said, I cannot wait enough to get this in a live. Besides inventory, we also have the crafting. So how does the crafting work? Well, I'm gonna show you just here in a few seconds how does it work basically. It's not a huge update as people think. This is just standard crafting, standard blueprints, but in future it will become even more. But it is a place to start, and finally we have the crafting in Star Citizen. The current crafting will give you better stats on your gun. Sadly, you cannot change some specific colors or guns, I don't know. Well, at least I wasn't able. If you did, write it down in the comments. But you will be able to, for example, to improve your P8 rifle to better reload, faster shooting and more precise hitting, or maybe stabilize the beam of the Parallax rifle, which is really good. So how do you do that? If you have finished the events that are currently in Star Citizen 4.6, you will already have a fabricator. So just type here fab and click search, and there it is. I have 2. If you do not own one of these, then you have to go to the refinery and buy one. You have to use freight elevator to pull it up, and there it is. I think it uses around 16 SUs, so it is not small, and not all of ships will be able to accommodate it. The cool thing about this, wherever you put it, it automatically can access your personal inventory, and you can craft from that position. And I think here is a really good place for the crafting station in your freight elevator. Just leave it here, and every time you need crafting, just come over here. So how does the crafting actually work? Well, as I said, you have to have blueprints. The blueprints will be acquired when you do the missions in the game, and they will be account bounded and they will survive updates. So you go here and select crafting, and here you can select affordable and owned. If you click this owned, then you will see all the 43 pages of every possible crafting that's now possible, but I'm just gonna here click owned. So I have just few. I have this new armor Mond arms because I did some contracts. For example, to create this I will need armored carapace, insulative liner and supportive structures. So I have 4 2 and 4 SUs to build these new armor arms, which is kind of nuts that we have to find so much stuff. So updates to the mining, the better the quality of your material is, you will have now very bad material and everything between it to the best material. The threshold for materials is from 0 to 1000. Everything that you dismantle is here and it will have around 500 quality. So if you go and mine a very good quality, maybe 800 or even 1000, it will give better stats to your armor and to your gun. And when you do that for the entire armor, that stacks up, and also for your gun. So if you now have, but I don't have anything, you will just here add it, tap tap tap, and fabricate. Here you can select local inventory or inventory of this machine, and that's it. It will be crafted. If you have something to dismantle, you go here. Bear in mind, here you also have to have blueprints to dismantle the things. I don't have any because I didn't do a lot of missions on PTU and I'm constantly recopying PTU, but the same thing will apply. You will have here gun from your local inventory or the machine grid, and then you just select it, dismantle it, that's it. And here we have Q. You can see what is working and what is not. So crafting is basically very, very easy, but you need to have a lot cool stuff to do it. Once the crafting is done, you can, if you have selected this machine inventory, you can open it here. These are 2 SUs, and here you will have your stuff. Really cool. That's it. Also, you can put directly guns and armors here to dismantle. If you have a lot of junk in your inventory right now in 4.6, everything you can put inside of here and dismantle it and have some cool stuff to create better armors or something that you didn't have before. I promised a cool way to have an extra free ship. To do that, you will have to have a friend which doesn't want to have that ship or find this ship abandoned. For example, if your friend was doing Vikelok reputation and has a lot of fortunes, for example 3 fortune ships, and he wants to get rid of one but he can't, all you have to do is take that ship from him and put it somewhere in hangar on the side, for example down there where is the free place, and your friend should not recall the ship and leave it there until the update. There is a chance that this ship will be added to your own inventory. So this is really cool tip. Most of the times people are complaining that the CIG is taking their ships. Well, there is a way now to get this ship. This cool trick showed me my friend Abu, who acquired a lot of ships like this. So it's a tested method. I hope and I think it will work in 4.7 too. Now, bear in mind, this will not always happen, but most of the times you will get the ship. So that's a really cool way to have ship. So now let's talk about preparation. A lot more stuff coming with 4.7, a lot of bug fixes, changes to how ships fly. I will not mention everything. You can go to the website of CIG and check out all the changes. But let me now explain to you how to save the ships. Before the update launches, go to your fleet manager. This is now PTU and all of my ships are not even delivered, but if you see here that the ship is missing or destroyed, you will have to recall it. Recall it to your home planet is the best option. I did also leave some ships on other stations and I didn't have any problems with that, so you can do this right here. You can recall the ships, for example, to your home planet, and they will be there and you are secure. After you recall all your ships here, I suggest that you change the server. Enter the game, play a little bit, and then exit the game, and then everything will be stored. Now, to save the components, it's a little bit harder. A lot of people say if you unequip them from your ship, they will survive. That was not my experience. I did that hundreds of times, they never survived, even if I unequipped everything. I think only components that you have not used will survive the update, and so it's always happened to me. If I buy components but I don't use them, or if I find them and don't use them, leave them in my inventory, they will survive. The ones I have equipped on my ships, 99% they are gone. So I recommend, if you are on other stations, just leave them there, don't worry about them. It's the most important thing that they are not used. If they are not used, they will probably survive the update. So these are the small tricks how to save your ships and your inventory and get also a cool ship. I'm very excited about 4.7. It brings so much to the game, and I hope this will improve the quality of the game and usability and make it much better than what it is right now in 4.6, because just the new inventory to me is the most exciting of everything. And also I really like the breaker stations, I like the new armors, everything. So much to cover, we're gonna go and do that once the update is here. Thank you for watching. Write me down in the comments, what is your favorite part of the 4.7? What are you excited the most? If you like this video, don't hesitate to subscribe, like and share. Until next video, have fun out there, my fellow citizens.